My name is Kate. I am playing Anya. Anya has a kind of minor role in Buffy the musical, but I still think it's a very important role. In her main song, she adds quite a bit of comic relief, I feel, to a story that's getting increasingly darker as it progresses. And that's why I think that I was chosen for the role of Anya, because if I was to talk about my similarities to her in a way, it would probably be the idea of like the ditzy comic relief. And although I don't believe I'm entirely a ditzy comic relief kind of person, I do have elements of that in my personality, which I feel I can bring to Anya. Haven't really been a Buffy watcher myself. The only Buffy episode I actually have seen in its entirety is Once More with Feeling. So I think that the role that I've been assigned to probably reflects how much depth I can play into the character. In terms of how I feel about Anya, obviously I don't know a lot about her backstory and stuff, but I do think that the musical would be kind of lacking without her there. I think in particular the dynamic of her relationship with Xander and going up to their wedding and their relationship, that adds a lot of, I think, the romantic bit to the musical, because at the end of the musical we see the kind of unrealised love possibly between Buffy and Spike, but as has been discussed on numerous occasions by members of the cast, we don't think that this is a sort of a legitimate love. We think it's something that's thrown in at the end, so we have a nice curtain call and all that. But I do think the most interesting bit about Anya is her relationship, and the fact that we've now added a new dimension to the musical by talking about this idea of by focusing on this idea of romantic love, and you're adding that to the general pot of stuff that's going on. In terms of my musical background, I'm not a singer. Another good reason why I'm playing Anya, because I think a lot of the lyrics that she says can be spoken and can be done in fun. A main section of her song is actually sort of a little comical dance routine in underwear, which I'm thrilled to be doing. So I've never been a singer, but I have always loved musicals and been involved with them. I play violin and I play saxophone, and I played in a lot of the pit orchestras during school productions and things. I'm a big shower singer, actually. I should mention that. I do belt out the Phantom of the Opera in the shower and around the kitchen, banging the utensils. So I've got a lot of enthusiasm for music, and that's part of the reason that I like to do it. It's nice to have a focus when you meet with your friends, and essentially I think that this is it's a very impressive thing to be doing, because so many people after they finish school or whatever, they lose friendships and lose contact, and when they do meet up, you fall back onto superficial things like experiences you had a long time ago. But it's nice that the drivers of this project are people with that focus, and people who can say, this is what we need to do, this is how we're going to achieve it, this is another common experience that we can share. And you've got to be, it's probably sounds a bit overblown for putting on a musical rehearsal, but the successful people in life are the people that take the initiative and say, this is what we need to do, etc, etc, etc. So that's pretty awesome. To finish, what I bring to this musical, I'm not sure. I was thinking about that, and I could, come up with some crap, but, in reality, I don't think that I bring anything special that nobody else does. Hopefully one day I will bring brownies, but they won't be as good as Oscars. So I'll actually have to have a think about that. Maybe next week I'll bring Tim Tams.